Hi, I'm Kmbris Bond, and I welcome you to this video on urban sketching. Tonight I'm going to be sketching down here at Pybus Market in Wenatchee, and we're going to find things here in our everyday that we can enjoy live on the spot. Maybe it's even the set of keys that's in your hand, or a toy, or a cup of coffee. But we often join a group here in Wenatchee. We have an Urban Sketchers group, as there are many groups like this all around the world. And the main point is that you enjoy right where you are and sketch what's in front of you. So let's get started. As I walk through Pybus Market, I can take a look at what composition I might find interesting. Perhaps it's the little library. Perhaps it's a sign or a statue that's here. As I have sketched here many times, I have found many things, whether it's a cup of coffee, a piece of cheese, the architecture of the building. There are many things to keep and capture my attention, and so I choose something different each time, and it is great practice for sketching. My urban sketching kit includes pad of paper of some sort. Sometimes I bring masking or painter's tape to frame off my watercolor. I bring some type of washcloth or paper towel. Sometimes I use a pencil and eraser, but I always bring my waterproof pen and a brush of some sort. I have a watercolor set, either a basic one or a travel, some water or a water brush, an ink wash, and sometimes I bring a pencil sharpener and some water. But the basic kit is some paper and a pen, and you're ready to roll. One of my favorite urban sketchers is Reddy over in Seattle. He has several books out that I would highly recommend, and his basic lessons talk about creating a sketch with a pen, adding some ink wash of various types, and then adding color. So you can choose whatever style you want to work with, but I would recommend Reddy's books that are really wonderful about getting started in your own particular design of sketching. Wherever you might go, you can choose your composition. Here I am when I was sketching at the Lavender Farm in Crescent Bar, and this was the Lavender Farm in East Wenatchee at a harvest festival where we had pumpkins, and so I did a close-up still life. Depending on the amount of time you have to sketch, you might give yourself a 10 to 15 minute option, or maybe 2 hours. At Chateaubriand-La-Pont, I sketched this in a couple of hours. At Simply Unique, I've sketched several different pieces that I found intriguing. You can choose 1 or 2 items, or you might choose a whole landscape depending on how much time you have. At Christmas time, I sketched the cheesemonger stage at Pybus. For a simple sketch, I'm going to sketch my ice cream or gelato here at Pybus, and I've set up my page to be a simple small square with tape, so I can start with the parts that are closest to me with the rim, and setting this rim and working down the sides, noticing the shadow that is falling here when I get to the wash, and noticing that the spoon is coming out of the gelato and the angle of that, and it is in front of this edge back here, so I want to sketch it first. The first step is to use my pen to sketch the main lines. Then I use my ink wash to fill in anything that is not white or is shining in the sun or the light. So I've left a few spots that are white, and then I will do another wash or 2 to capture the very darkest places or the heavy lines of my composition. Once that layer is dried, it is time to add in the darkest places and the shadows. Next, I'm going to start adding the color. So I make sure my paints are activated, water them down a little bit, and remembering to save any of the places that are white. I want to paint around those because I can't get those back, but everything else can start to fill in the colors that they show in my composition. Final step is to sign your work and date it. And don't forget to eat your gelato. I like to say where I painted, what day, and don't forget to sign it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I encourage you to sketch and paint wherever you are. Find something in your everyday and enjoy urban sketching.